Wow.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wolf Den Live, episode 45. The one where he wears the special edition shirt, but I didn't.
Yeah, what the hell?
I didn't know it was that day.
What the hell?
I didn't know.
It's that day.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Well, it's not like I don't have all month to wear the shirt.
The shirt will be on sale all month, and then it's gone forever.
So make sure you go to our TeePublic store, link in the description.
Yes.
And buy this specific shirt.
Also, that's the wrong thing on the screen right now. Also, all the other shirts in our store are $14.
Yes.
Today through the weekend. That when you go to our store, which is the link is in the description, for some reason it says this shirt is $14. It is not. That is a glitch. It is $20. But the other shirts, pick this up, pick up another shirt, $14. There you go. And yeah, I'll be running through November, and then it's gone forever. So how are you? How are you?
Not bad. I'm a little full, not gonna lie.
What did you eat?
Pulled pork. The future in-laws made pulled pork. It was good.
The future in-laws.
Yeah. Well, because I'm not married
that.
yet. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm engaged.
Very good. Hello, AJ. Hello, Gavin. Hello,
Unsaid Haiku, Mercer 9201,
Atten,
Common Boy,
Fred.
Fred Bushy.
Gray. How you all doing?
Welcome, everybody. Welcome once again to the only place for election coverage in 2016. I'm kidding. Don't come here.
Kidding.
For that.
The
Don't
world
come
is
here for
ending.
that. Yes. But before the world ends, make sure you check out my video today on President Lex Luthor.
Yes, because that is potentially in your future.
You might learn something from it.
So we got some things to talk about. I have a bunch of articles here.
I
don't think I've read any of them.
These are all mine are a little old, but I think they're worth discussing.
Okay. Let me go through it. I've been collecting stuff throughout the week.
Yeah.
Oh wait. First and foremost, Fantasy Movie League.
Yes.
Let's go to that. So every week we do Fantasy Movie League. We pick. You join our league. Link is in the description. It's not affiliated by us. We don't get paid to do this, but it's just fun. Every week we pick movies that we think are gonna do good, and these are the people who are correct in their pickings. AJ winning, of course. Bob Beyonce, second place. Fernando's third place. Gavin, fourth place. Fifth is Rael. First place overall will win a $100 Amazon gift card, and the next two will win T-shirts of their choosing.
Yes.
It ends in 3 weeks. And the last week, Fernando won, then Jackie, then Rael, then Gavin, then Gray. And for some reason, Boo, A Medea Halloween is still
I tell you, man,
winning
the
at the box
Medea
office.
movies. Tyler Perry just knows how to market his movies.
It is stupid. All right, I don't think I need my
Excuse me.
clicker anymore. There we go. All right. So what do I have here? Well, I think this is pertinent. Nintendo.
Oh yes.
Everybody was freaking out because Nintendo is ceasing production on the Wii U.
Well, it was rumored that they were.
I mean, everybody was reporting on it as
Yeah.
fact
Right.
that they were doing that.
Yes.
Now it's come out. Kotaku says Nintendo denies Wii U production is ending this week.
Yes.
Yesterday, Eurogamer reported that the production of Wii U consoles was ending. This week, Nintendo consoles were ending this week. Today, Nintendo says this is not true, in quotes. Eurogamer reported that multiple sources confirmed to the site that the final Wii... I like how they're throwing all of the blame on Eurogamer.
Yeah.
Everybody reported on this. It is not just Eurogamer's
Didn't
fault.
Eurogamer break the story? I
Probably.
think they broke the story, and then everybody ran with it.
Well, there were quotes. Nintendo declined to comment when contacted about this article, states Eurogamer. Oh, okay. There you go. Japanese site IT Media reports that a spokesperson for Nintendo said, there is no change to our continuing Wii U production. The spokesperson prefaced the denial by stating he or she didn't know the particulars of the article, but clearly stated that the report that the Wii U was ending production was, quote, not true. Another one in quotes. Even though the Nintendo Switch is slated to go on sale, Wii U production is scheduled to continue, which is crazy. So that's a quote from a Nintendo spokesperson. Blah, blah, blah.
I have the Eurogamer article.
Nintendo also denied that report. Early this March, Japanese newspaper Nike published a report that the Wii U was soon entering production to make way for the Switch, then codenamed NX. Nintendo also denied that report, stating at the time, from the next quarter and thereafter as well, production of the Wii U is scheduled to continue. The following month, President Tatsumi Kimishima said Nintendo would greatly reduce the amount of Wii U systems produced and shipped. So that is a quote from
Directly
Tatsumi
from
Kimishima. Nintendo has a history of denying reports that have turned out true, which I keep saying over and over again. In 2012, for example, Nintendo denied a report on a major Japanese newspaper, Nike, again, that stated that, I know, am I butchering that? It's Nikkei.
I mean, I'm assuming it's right.
I don't know. It stated the 3DS would be getting a new, larger incarnation. A few months later, the 3DS XL was released. So, and they denied that.
Right.
Actually, there's a link. I want to kind of see. Here we go again. Nintendo calls new 3DS report speculation and incorrect.
I have the Eurogamer article up. It was published on November 1st. So, yesterday. Verbatim from the Eurogamer article, Nintendo will end Wii U production this Friday. Multiple sources have confirmed to Eurogamer. So that straight up just means that, like, come 2 days from now, Nintendo's gonna cease production on the Wii U. But now Nintendo's saying that's not true.
You know what? VG charts, baby. VG charts.
I mean,
I want to see how much they're selling as of late.
I have no doubt that Nintendo is going to greatly reduce the amount of Wii U's they're making and pushing out. Whether or not they're fully going to stop, I mean, Switch comes out in March. They might stop making Wii U's by March.
Yeah, they don't need them anymore.
Yeah.
They're not going to, like, sell that many this holiday.
I mean,
they're not banking on it.
If they were to stop production now, like, that wouldn't be a problem for them.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No one's going to be running out to go
Honestly,
buy it.
I think they're doing it right now to, like, 2 reasons. 1, that's the way they always operate. They're just like to be secretive and play everything close to the chest. 2, to, like, save face with their investors. Because the investors hear that, like, they're ceasing production on the Wii U, that may indicate to them that everything was a failure. Which it was, but they can't say that.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they're also saying that they're not going to dramatically lower support for the 3DS.
Right.
God damn it.
Well, the 3DS will probably still be around for a little bit longer.
Next year, there will be games for the 3DS.
Yeah.
The year after that, I don't know.
According to Eurogamer, Nintendo's Japanese production line will shut down for the last time this week after the final deadline for orders passed yesterday. Only a small number of further orders were placed. That's really all they say about it. I mean, everything else is just like the history of the system, how many units it's sold. Yeah.
I'm trying to get... I kind of hate their chart for when I'm getting busted tees ads. Get out of my face. It's just flatlining. It's just complete flat. They're making less. They're selling less than 100K.
Jeez.
Like month over month is less than 100K. So,
wow.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they stopped production now and they still had them in the stores.
Probably. I mean, they did the same thing with the GameCube years ago. They didn't cease production completely, but like they halted production for like a couple of months just to get rid of the excess stock, and it helped them. You know, they ceased production, they cut the cost down to like $100 a system, and it helped them a lot.
When I worked at GameStop, sparingly when the Wii U was out, we only ever had like 2 in the store at any time, because it's not every day you sell a Wii U.
Yeah.
It's not like the other systems. The other systems are pretty stacked. You had like maybe 8 or so at a time.
Yeah.
Which is probably information I'm not allowed to give, but whatever. That's an estimate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wouldn't hurt them to completely cease. But nobody should be surprised either.
Yeah.
What else do we got here? You got something?
I got a couple
flip-flop?
things. Yeah, we'll do some flip flopping.
Oh, I want to talk about Apple.
Okay. You want to do that now, or do you want to go back and forth?
Well, do yours.
Okay.
This is
isn't.
no. We're talking about Apple because
Okay.
that is something I do want to talk about.
All right, let's talk about Apple.
Real quick about Apple. Their new MacBooks came out last week. They
Yes.
Well, they had their little keynote thing.
Right, they had their
talked
keynote,
about
but I think some of them did like ship already.
the
baseline,
bare bones
yeah.
baseline. Last week was also Microsoft showing off their Surface.
Desktop, I think.
Yeah, and we talked about it last week
Yeah.
for like a second, and it looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Microsoft is doing everything right. But then Apple the next day did their thing. And I'm pretty sure last week on the podcast I said, just put my iPad screen in a MacBook. Just please.
Yeah.
That is what I want.
They didn't do that.
They didn't do that. All the rumors were true. They replaced the function keys with a stupid, tiny touch bar.
Yeah.
Do you think it's stupid? I think it's stupid.
Ultimately, yeah, I do think it's kind of dumb. I get what they were trying to do, and like the idea is cool. But yeah, it's pretty stupid.
I think it's a grave misstep in every way. So just go to apple.com and look at it. So they have the 13-inch regular MacBook.
Yeah.
They got rid of the Airs because the MacBook Pros are
So thin.
thin. So the regular 13-inch MacBook, which you can get right now, still has the function keys.
Yes.
Awesome. It's got 2 USB Type-C ports.
Yes.
A headphone jack, and that is it.
Yeah.
Not even a MagSafe port,
Well, yeah, because USB-C is going to replace the MagSafe
Yeah.
port.
which MagSafe is like one of the best inventions
Yeah.
ever. Because if you trip over it, it doesn't take your whole computer
I wouldn't
down.
be surprised if it's like, down the road, or maybe it even comes with a MagSafe USB-C charger.
An
Maybe.
adapter.
Yeah.
An adapter. Yeah. More. You're gonna have 1,000 adapters. So that you can get, which I was interested in. Then the one up from that, which has a much, much, much faster processor, goes from 2.0 to 2.9 gigahertz.
Yeah.
That's the one with the
The stupid touch bar.
stupid touch bar. Then the one above that is a 15-inch.
Right, and it has 4 USB-C.
Yes, and that is it. 4 USB-Cs and a headphone
Well, I
jack,
get
and that's it.
that's been part of Apple's like strategy for a while, where like replace everything with one or like a couple USB-C ports, like to streamline everything. Like that's
Right.
because they want everything to be wireless anyway. That's part of their master plan. Well, I think everything's going to USB-C anyway, not just Apple.
Android phones are.
Android phones are, because I'm pretty sure they're like trying to force that to be the future.
I was totally cool when Apple got rid of CD drives because I
Yeah.
was like, nobody uses them like often enough. Totally fine.
It does like remove a lot of weight
Yes.
from the computer.
People were upset that they got rid of SD cards. So you can't.
Yeah.
There's no SD card slot anymore. I honestly, I'm not too heartbroken over that because even though this has an SD card slot, I always forget and I plug in a dongle anyway.
I use it a lot.
It is really, really, really dumb that it doesn't have regular USB ports. At least one regular USB port. Because now I have this iPhone that I just bought.
Yeah.
And I have the headphones that come with it. It doesn't have a lightning port, which it should.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a way for me to connect it. It's my brand new iPhone that I just bought. It doesn't have a way for me to connect it to
I do agree
MacBook.
that it should have at least like 1 or 2 regular USB ports. But I mean, if
You have to ease us into it.
yeah,
You can't just force us into it.
exactly. I mean, I know everybody's slowly moving to USB-C, but not everybody's there yet. Because I know there's supposed to be like a whole lot of benefits to USB-C. It's like faster.
I support USB-C.
It's faster. It's reversible. Like both ends are the same, so you don't have to get confused on what goes where. Then that's fine. But you're right. Like we're not eased into it yet.
Yeah.
You can't just. I mean, you look at because I'm looking at the 360 over there. It had an HDMI port and a regular composite cable port, just because they knew people weren't ready for it yet.
Right.
But now the Xbox One is HDMI only because people are now ready for it.
Like these are like Swiss Army knives now.
Yeah.
Because you got an HDMI out.
Yeah.
First, this isn't even mine. This is my work computer. You got an HDMI out, so you can just plug this right into a TV.
Yeah.
You got an SD card slot, So you just pull this thing. Like if I'm out filming at a convention or something, I go
Yeah.
on the plane, pop my SD card in. If I'm at the hotel, I can plug this into a TV.
Yeah.
I got my USB ports. I got my headphone jack. Everything's great.
Yeah.
I am looking at getting a new MacBook maybe eventually.
Oh,
And
yeah?
if this had a touch screen, I'd be all in.
Right.
And I know that's a bold move and it's very complicated.
Yeah.
But Microsoft just did it. Microsoft's been doing it. Microsoft's been killing it with their hardware.
Yeah.
It's too bad that
Windows
sucks.
Yeah.
But they've been absolutely killing it with their hardware, and they're making bold moves, and Apple is not. I was considering getting the one with the function keys still because I don't want that stupid touch bar.
Yeah.
The problem with the touch bar is, like I use keyboard shortcuts when I edit and do Photoshop and stuff. So I have my mouse hand and I have my keyboard hand.
Right.
And I never look at the keys. When I type, I don't look at the keys. So how does the touch bar fit in this now?
You would have to look at the keys.
I have to look at the keys and I have to use my left hand or my right hand.
You can use both. It's multi-touch.
Right, but if I use my right hand, my hand's off the mouse.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I just use a keyboard shortcut?
I don't know.
Because then I don't have to look down. I don't have to take my hand off the mouse.
The lady from Adobe who was, demoing Photoshop with the function, like the touch bar, like seemed to be able to do a pretty good job of adding green to that picture.
Yeah, that was so dumb. Like, all of that could be done with keyboard shortcuts.
Here's what really caught me about the function bar. Because when I think of like the F keys, like if I think of like F4, F5, whatever, I think of gaming. I think of like quick load, quick save,
Right.
jump right to this menu, maps, all that.
I never use the function. I use the Apple function keys because they repurpose them.
Right. But traditional function keys, I don't game much
Like
on
F5,
PC.
yeah.
But like when I think of them, I think of PC gaming. Apple now has replaced the function bar, and they hyped up their graphics card in like the 15-inch. It's like I think it's like a Radeon something and whatever.
They need it because it needs to render another screen.
But they don't mention gaming at all,
Right.
which is just baffles my mind. Like you're talking about all this horsepower and all these like cool things you can do. And like you have one of the most popular gaming devices already.
Yes.
Just Mario was on it, this year. But not on Mac. Like it's surprising to me. Like I know like Apple, like in gaming, like there's not like a lot of history there. But like slowly but surely this has become a viable gaming platform. Their own app store has a lot of like big games on it. The Steam store is huge with games. But the fact that they are not putting any weight behind it, they went the whole conference, I think, without even mentioning games once or how to use the function bar in any game.
The singularity years from now, not that many years, but years from now, the singularity is going to be this and this are going to be the same device.
Right.
They're going to be exactly the same. That is when they're going to push games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they push the iTunes Store games. They push the iPad games and the iPhone games. That is when that's going to happen. People are saying that this new MacBook is not for pros anymore. It's for, like the coffee shop hipsters. Because they know their audience. It's the people who like wanna be. It's the wannabes.
Yeah, I guess.
Because what actual work? You're not actually DJing on that touch bar.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, I mean, the pros would just stick with what they have, or they don't need the touch bar. They'd have like a big ass like turntable set.
I did not want the touch bar. I was looking at the one without with the function keys still. I don't care about the function keys. I just didn't want the touch bar because it's more expensive, and I mean you're rendering on the screen.
Yeah,
that's gonna waste battery life too. So it was a waste.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the touch bar has such a better processor that it becomes worth it. Also, apparently, the processors that they have in these new ones benchmark worse than last year's model. Is that last year's?
This
2 years ago?
No, I think 2 years ago.
Last year's model benchmarks better than this year's CPUs. So if I'm gonna get a new MacBook this year, which I don't know.
This was early 2015.
There you go. It was probably the late 2015.
This said early 2015.
No, but the late one is probably the one that I'm comparing it to. If
the one you're talking about, yeah.
So that benchmarked better. So I'm just gonna get that. Why, if I'm gonna get one this year, why won't I just get that? I'll just get the one
Yeah.
from last year because it'll have all the right ports.
And you know what?
It'll have a
Apple's-
better processor.
Apple still sells all their refurbished stuff,
There you go.
you know, for like,
It'll be cheaper.
yeah, it'll be cheaper. It'll work.
I'll just do that
Yeah.
because like I'm not screwing around here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's my Apple rant.
Okay. We got, I see Gaia agrees Apple is making terrible moves. Microsoft is killing it. I really want the Surface Studio.
Surface Studio looks amazing. It's just a shame that it's $3,000.
Yeah. Robert asked, what Windows laptop can I get that has the durability and quality feel of a MacBook Pro?
Razer, yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say there is none. That's why Apple laptops are the best because it's one solid piece of aluminum.
Yeah.
They feel amazing. The battery life is insane. They're thin as hell. Like these are solid
Yeah.
laptops.
Like,
even if you don't like OS X.
Yeah. They're just really well built.
I just really like OS X.
Yeah. But Razer, the company Razer, they make controllers, but they do make like decent computers and stuff. And their laptop line, it's Blade, right?
Razer Blades are awesome.
Yeah, those are really
They
good.
get a little hot
Yeah.
if you're seriously gaming on it, but
if you're running Skyrim on max settings and all that garbage.
when somebody asks me what type of laptop they should get, I say MacBook. And if they don't like Macs or if they want a game, I say Razer.
Yeah.
Anything else is hot garbage. Also, Surface Books are nice. The Microsoft Surface Book is
yeah.
nice. But that's like a tablet hybrid.
Yeah.
That is something that Apple should have done. Somebody says, hello from Saudi Arabia. Hello.
How's it
Hello
going?
from
Sorry,
America.
we don't know how to read that. Your
Yeah, I
name.
have no idea. AJ says, Microsoft is out appling Apple. That's true.
They have been for a long time.
I genuinely had an I need that, even though like I really don't moment. A lot of people said that
Yeah.
about the studio. Apple used to corner that market. Now they're basically fighting against it. Yeah, like this touch bar is them just trying to do something different. They were like, "What's my bracelet's falling off?" They were like, "What here? What about this is useless?" And they were like, "The function keys." And they're like, "All right, replace that with the touch bar."
You know what it reminds me of? The motion controls in Star Fox Zero. They don't need to be there. Nintendo felt they had to put it in there to justify the controller.
Yes.
So and
They
Apple-
needed to make something different.
they needed to make some stupid gimmick, and that's what they did.
I really hope next year they retcon it.
Yeah.
Because if they make another laptop with that, that would be real dumb.
I mean, the only thing that I think they might wind up saving is because it has Touch ID, like the phone does. But like you can put that anywhere.
I think that's so dumb too because
Why?
it's good to get you into the computer.
Yeah.
The Apple Pay with Touch ID is dumb because why can't I just use the mouse and click like PayPal? Why can't I just do that?
Well, I mean, no.
Why do I need to put my thumbprint in?
Well, because this way nobody else like takes your computer. It makes sense to me because you put your one credit card in one place and you use it. You know, if it's integrated well, you can use it for all platforms. All you have to do is scan your thumbprint, and it works. You don't have to like fumble around to like find your credit card number.
No, but it's
or the
saved. Passbook.
That's the number on the back called the security number.
CVV or whatever.
Yeah, like that you have to look for. Also, too, like what if somebody like takes your laptop and tries to buy something?
I use PayPal as much as I can so I don't
Yeah.
have to reach for my wallet. So I just click pay with PayPal, type in my password, done.
Right.
I mean, I guess wouldn't have to type in my password if I just use Touch ID,
Right.
but I don't want to do that. And I say this all the time. I don't use Touch ID on my phone
Yeah.
because sometimes I'm driving. I go, here you go. Could you look something
Yeah.
up or something? Or I'm busy and I'm like, hey, could you do
Yeah.
you do something? Also, if my phone's never out of my sight. And if somebody gets a hold of it, I will beat the living crap out of them because I don't care.
Yeah.
So that's my stance on that.
All right.
Moving on.
Hi, Donnie Don. He said hi to us.
Oh, let's do that one. Yeah.
Okay, so last week we reported on director Tim Miller, who directed the Deadpool movie this year, had left Deadpool 2 over creative differences with Ryan Reynolds. He's okay. He's got himself plenty of jobs lined up. One of them being
He's the owner of Blur Studios.
He is the owner of Blur
He's
Studios,
got
yes.
plenty of things to do.
One of his upcoming jobs is he is now developing and will executive produce Sonic the Hedgehog based on the widely popular, incredibly fast Sega character. It is. This is from IO9.
Sonic Boom!
Sonic Boom! Sonic, save the planet from disaster. It will be a live-action CG hybrid, and Miller's producing partner, Jeff Fowler, is directing. Now, when I heard that Sony was going to be making a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, it was going to be a live-action CGI hybrid.
This was announced a few weeks ago, right?
Well, the project was announced a couple of years ago.
Right. We already knew that Sony was developing a Sonic live action.
When I first heard that, I expected, oh, great. This is going to suck. This is going to be awful. This is going to be more fuel to the fire.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the show.
We might have, yeah. No, not so worried. I think
I'm kind of stoked.
Yeah.
I'm kind of
the fact that, Tim Miller has already proven himself to be a good director. Blur Studios makes the best CG trailers in all of video games. He knows the person who's directing it, Jeff Fowler. So it's fine. If he can bring just a little bit of like the humor and fun that was in Deadpool and put it in Sonic the Hedgehog, we'll be set. And hey, if it's as meme-tastic as the Twitter account is,
oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna do mixed reality.
That's my one big concern is that they're seem to be hell-bent on this stupid live-action CG hybrid.
Right.
Like, it doesn't have to be. It can be a full CG cartoon, like a Pixar movie or a DreamWorks movie. Like, it can do that, and it can be good, and you can make a good Sonic the Hedgehog movie out of it. I don't want to see him pal around with humans. Had we forgotten Sonic 2006, where he kisses Lacey Chabert on the mouth.
Or
Smurfs. Sony
Or
also made
Chipmunks.
Smurfs.
Oh, God.
Sony's also making a third Smurfs movie that's completely CGI, not a single real human.
Well, that's good.
So you'd think they learned their lesson.
Well, what about Chipmunks? Did they make Chipmunks?
That was Fox.
Yeah.
Fox hasn't learned anything.
Now, what Sonic do you think they're going to eat? Like, what universe are they going to do? Are they going to do Sonic Adventure Universe? Are they going to do Sonic 06? Are they going to do...
I'm assuming it's going to be an amalgamation. I'm assuming it's, in my head, the ideal
Is it
Sonic
Earth
movie.
or is it, what's the other planet?
Mobius is Earth set thousands of years in the future.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My ideal Sonic movie, if I was making this movie, if I may pitch to you guys a Sonic movie, it will be, they look like they do now, so modern aesthetic, green eyes Sonic and all that. Story will be based on Sonic 3 with elements of Sonic 1 and 2 thrown in there. And you got yourself a decent setup for a movie. Sonic and Tails are already like these adventurers. Dr. Robotnik. He's called Robotnik. Sonic will tease him and call him Eggman.
That's good. That's good. His last name is Robotnik, but Sonic calls him Eggman.
I mean, I get it. In Japan, he's always been Eggman. This is in Japan. So, yeah, and, Robotnik finds the Master Emerald is hidden by a race of echidnas, and he tricks one of them to, give it to him. That one being Knuckles. There you go. I can keep going if you want, but we don't have time for that.
Where does Amy fit in?
Because I'm picturing the world like I picture the world like Futurama, where like it's all just mixed races, like all different alien races and species and stuff, with a couple humans sprinkled in, so it doesn't seem too out of place.
Right.
So like, yeah, Sonic can pal around with what's his name from Sonic X, Chris, I think his name was, that one human.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. But, like, Amy can be there and stuff, but maybe not in the main adventure. Like, the main adventure should be Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik. She can come in the sequel, which will be based on Sonic Adventure 2. And then the third one, which will be based on Sonic CD.
Sonic CD.
Sonic CD.
Would be a good one.
Because it's, I figured the third one's the big go-home one, the end of the trilogy, do time travel.
Metal Sonic, I think, is the perfect protagonist.
Metal Sonic, but let's not also forget, there was Silver Sonic and Mecha Sonic. Those are the two other forgotten robot Sonics.
Yes. Wait.
So, Silver Sonic was from Sonic 2.
I don't remember Silver Sonic.
He's at
I thought that was Mecha Sonic.
No, Mecha Sonic is from Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I'm Googling this.
Yeah, you Google that.
Silver Sonic was in Sonic 2? right now on screen, I have the T-shirt that I'm
Yes.
wearing right now because we're talking about Sonic.
Yes.
It is $20. It is running through November. Also, all the other shirts in our T-shirt store are on sale right now.
Mm-hmm.
What am I? Mecha Sonic.
Mecha Sonic. Yeah, that's Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Robert thinks Sonic CD is GOAT.
What does that mean?
Greatest of all time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
AJ gives my pitch 4 out of 10 because there's not enough Big the Cat.
The model from Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Master System was referred to as the Silver Sonic.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
But
Mega Sonic is a robot Sonic the Hedgehog created with blah blah. Game appearances: Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Main article: Silver Sonic. Wait, what is happening? Why is Silver Sonic in the Wikipedia for Mecha Sonic?
I guess because people like confuse the two.
Silver Sonic is this is the 8-bit version of Sonic 2.
Okay.
Silver Sonic is the boss Scrambled Egg Zone.
Oh wait,
for a Master
then
System.
Mecha Sonic Death Egg Zone. That's the Sonic for Sonic 2. So there are 2 Mecha Sonics. Okay. So
Wait.
yeah, the Metal Sonic from Sonic 2 is called Mecha Sonic, but in the Master System version, he's called Silver Sonic.
Right.
Even though I'm assuming they look exactly the same.
Right, probably. So under Sonic the Hedgehog 2, 16-bit, one of the most why does the page keep moving?
It's probably ads.
Stupid ads. One of the most famous Mecha Sonic models is the one from the Death Egg Zone of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Mega Drive. This version has been adapted into other media several times. In the Archie comics, it is known as Silver Sonic. So it's just completely interchangeable. And Sonic and Knuckles, it is also Mecha Sonic.
Yeah.
And he gets the Master Emeralds and turns into Super
Mecha
Sonic, which is insane.
Donnie Don, how about a Sonic cartoon Netflix series? Yeah, just continue Sonic Saturday Morning, the Sonic Satam. That was a good show.
What the hell's that?
That is concept art for Silver Sonic. More like fan art for Silver Sonic.
That is dumb. That is dumb. That is not menacing at all.
Gavin is keep trying to watch this and the big game at the same time. Yo, keep us posted on the score. I actually want to know if the Cubs win or not. Alejandro,
put some money on the Cubbies.
Alejandro Vega Flicks asks for a Gritty Knuckles spinoff.
Hell yeah!
Like he's a hard-boiled detective.
Very urban.
Yeah, but gets results.
I'm Knuckles. I don't know the rest of the song. Here at the pumpkin mine. No, aquatic mine.
And it's calm. It's not like yelling. Like all of his raps, let's take a dive in an aquatic mine. Once was a little pit, is now is a water ride.
What was the pumpkin one?
Pumpkin Hill. Down at Pumpkin Hill, I gotta find my little creep. Something like that.
How do you know all of it?
How can you not know? I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down to Pumpkin Hill. Yeah, you gotta. You'd know it if you heard it.
I would. By the way, shirt's $20.
All right, so yeah, Tim Miller being involved in the Sonic movie made it go from like 0 to like a 5. The CGI live action hybrid still scares me a little bit, but we're getting better with this.
We gotta talk about what the title is. I changed it. It used to be
about Sonic. Now it's about Titanfall.
Because I figured I wanted to talk about Titanfall.
Yeah. What's going on with Titanfall? I actually don't know.
So last week, I think it was like Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no. Last Friday, Titanfall came out.
Yes.
Friday before that, Battlefield 1 came out.
Right.
This Friday, Call of Duty comes out.
Yes.
So you got Battlefield, Titanfall, then Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield and Titanfall, both EA.
Yes.
Everybody's freaking out about Battlefield. Everybody's been wanting Battlefield. Everybody's like, Battlefield's going to kill Call of Duty because it's in World War I and we all need a change or something. So everybody's been playing Battlefield 1. Titanfall 2, nobody cares about it. I bought it.
You did?
I bought it because I was really excited. Honestly, it kind of snuck out. I forgot about it, but I was at Target last Saturday and I was like, oh, let me just buy it. I was excited about Titanfall because I didn't play the first one because I didn't have an Xbox.
Right.
So I got this one because it's basically because I love the Call of Duty multiplayer. It's just like a refresh on the Call of Duty multiplayer, you know? So that's awesome. But people are saying the single player is amazing.
Yeah,
I haven't touched it yet. I haven't dived into it yet. But it's not doing great.
Yeah, no, it's not selling very well.
It's selling half as well as the first one did, which is really bad for a sequel. Also, the first one was only on Xbox.
Xbox PC and Xbox 360.
Okay, fine. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wait,
didn't it leak out for PC? Or, no, it did come out.
Yeah.
This one's on everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like, they totally dropped the ball on it.
Yeah.
They wanted to, I guess, double team Call of Duty. Everybody's saying if this game came out in March, it would have been huge.
Probably.
I'm saying if it came out after Call of Duty, it would have been better off than it is now.
The problem is it's coming out in that 1 week period between Battlefield and Call of Duty, the two biggest shooters of the year.
Right.
And, Titanfall, for all intents and purposes, is a much smaller shooter. So any other time of the year would have come out, it would have been fine. The problem is, people bought Battlefield, and they're only playing Battlefield for at least that week.
That's the problem with multiplayer-only games.
They're probably going to move on to Call of Duty and give Call of Duty a try.
This is an article from GameSpot. EA responded to the criticism about Titanfall 2 not doing well. And because... the title of the article is EA responds to criticism of Titanfall 2 releasing so closely to Battlefield 1. Both games fulfill very different motivations in what a player is looking for.
Right.
EA CEO Andrew Wilson says. Titanfall 2 releasing this past Friday, October 28th, and received much praise from critics. It did. It has I think it has the exact same score as Battlefield 1 on Metacritic.
Right.
Last time I checked, Titanfall 2 had an 89. Last time I checked, Battlefield 1 had an 89, but that might have changed. I don't know. Despite the glowing reviews, analysts believe the shooter's sales will be substantially disappointing because of it releasing a week after Battlefield 1 and a week before Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. In today's earnings call, EA CEO Andrew Wilson was asked if he'd do things differently in the future and refrain from releasing future shooters so closely together. Wilson said that while Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2, quote, have some overlap, they fulfill very different motivations in what a player is looking for. We think there's really 3 types of players, Wilson said. People that really love Battlefield and that kind of big strategic gameplay that will orient in that direction. The player that loves the fast, fluid, kinetic gameplay of Titanfall 2 that really orient in that direction. And the third, Will, my buddy old pal, the player that just has to play the 2 greatest shooters this year will buy both.
I don't know. Doom was pretty good, and they didn't. Did
you just like blow yourself?
No.
CEO Andrew Wilson.
You're
not
asking,
you.
You're asking
not
him.
you. Him.
Oh well, you've asked.
The third guy is the guy who buys Call of Duty. You idiot. Not you. Him.
I know.
He's the idiot.
I get what he's saying because Titanfall 2 and Battlefield are 2 very different games, and they do fulfill 2 very different styles.
But you know what?
Shooters.
Titanfall isn't different. It's not much different than Call of Duty.
That's true.
It just got mechs.
That is true. I mean, you can say whatever you want. You could justify it however you want.
He's just pretending like Call of Duty didn't exist.
Exactly. Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's your biggest competitor.
Yeah.
And the reason why you released 2 huge shooters right next to each other is because you wanted to destroy Call of Duty.
He can justify it however he wants. He sent Titanfall out to die. That's what happened.
Yeah, he did.
So unless they do some big re-release down the road when all the DLC's out,
that's another thing.
Edition.
Thank God they are releasing all the DLC for free.
Yeah,
and that's a major reason why I bought it.
Yeah.
So we see that also with Rainbow Six. All of that DLC is free, and that has a bigger player base now than it did when it started,
right?
Which is insane. But when it started, it wasn't that good.
You know what? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was done.
I was gonna say because EA is also re-releasing Star Wars Battlefront I think at the end of the month for $40 with everything in it, including a new Rogue One expansion.
That's a very good
So
idea.
all you people who bought Battlefront for $100, had you only waited a year, you would have gotten everything for $40,
Game's not that good.
which is probably what I'm going to do, to be honest.
Sorry to burst your bubble.
I mean, 40,
Didn't like it that
$40
much.
you get everything.
And that's
I
the
enjoyed what I played of it.
I mean, I did too.
Yeah.
For like a week. That's part of the reason why I didn't get Battlefield is because I played Battlefield 3, awesome, loved it. Played Battlefield 4, liked it a lot, but only because it was the only thing around at the time for PS4. Got Battlefield Hardline.
Battlefield Hardline sucks.
The single player was garbage. The multiplayer felt like Battlefield 3 and 4. Then I played Star Wars Battlefront. Star Wars Battlefront felt exactly like Battlefield.
Well, okay, because I played Battlefield 3 and 4. Did not like either of them, any component, single player or multiplayer. Played Battlefield Hardline. Single player is garbage. Multiplayer, I kind of liked because the maps were small.
Everybody keeps saying that. A lot of them weren't. A lot of
Some of
them
them
were
were,
a similar size.
But some of them were, and like the ones that were like made it actually feel competitive and stuff. Star Wars Battlefront, I'm sorry, it doesn't play like Battlefield.
It absolutely
It does not. No,
the
it doesn't.
only difference is that the weapons are different and they have way different mechanics.
It's faster, the maps are smaller, and
The maps are not smaller
the maps are small. They're smaller than they are in Battlefield.
in some of the Battlefield maps.
And the fact that, you know, it's Star Wars. Like, feel is a very big thing.
No, that's
Because
a veil.
That's
a veil over the
but
gameplay.
it works.
And that's the thing with Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 is a veil over the Battlefield formula.
And you know what? It's selling me because I was this close to buying Battlefield 1 the other day.
This is a reason why I just am like in a rut with games now, and why I made that video about how
Right.
every game is the same and they all suck, is because I'm like so desensitized that I look straight through the aesthetics. I look right into the mechanics, and I'm like, this is the same game I've been playing a million times
See,
over.
okay, that hasn't been working with me because right now I'm playing Far Cry Blood Dragon. Finally, I know I've played Far Cry 3 and 4.
That's also free on PC now.
Yes, I've played Far Cry 3 and 4. Those games play exactly the same.
Yes.
I know Blood Dragon also plays exactly the same,
Right.
but it doesn't feel like it does. And maybe it's the aesthetic, maybe it's the music,
I feel like the aesthetic,
maybe it's the fact that they just added dinosaurs.
the aesthetic in Blood Dragon is so good, though.
It is.
It is so good.
It is.
There is a tipping point where aesthetic is everything.
Yeah.
Firewatch, aesthetic is everything.
Yeah.
That is a story-driven game. The story isn't that great. The aesthetic is all that you have, and that saved that game.
I'm, and to be honest, like it's part of the reason why I almost bought. Right now, Target has having the sale. You buy 2 games, get 1 free. So like
What?
yeah,
When? Since when?
since like this week, it's going on all week.
I just bought Titanfall from there.
Really?
Yeah, I would have bought Battlefield. I'm going back. Is it running through the weekend?
Yeah.
I'm going back. I didn't even open it yet.
Yeah. No, it's good. Return it and then get 2 other games.
I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow before I see Doctor Strange. Are you seeing Doctor Strange tomorrow?
Not tomorrow.
When do you see it?
Hopefully this weekend.
You better see it. Then we got to
I know.
talk
I'm working on it. Yeah, because I was gonna buy Battlefield, Mafia 3, just because more history.
Mafia
setting.
3, fun fact, today they announced that it sold better than any 2K game ever.
Really?
Yeah.
And like Gears 4. Like I was gonna buy all 3 of those games. I think they're still sitting in my cart online, actually.
I don't have a third game that I want.
I keep teetering on whether or not I want to play Infinite Warfare. Because it does look good.
I don't.
And I do kind of want to play the HD. I'm not paying extra to play FN Modern Warfare Remastered, though.
I got burned on what was the
Black
Black
Ops
Ops 3 because I skipped 2 years. I played all the Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
I skipped 2 years because I was burnt out on it. And then Black Ops 3 was not good. I did not like that. The multiplayer was it was like a fun throwback for me.
Yeah.
But the single player, which I used to play every year, was bad. Was
Yeah.
really bad.
I don't know, because I saw that one demo at E3 that they showed on the PlayStation floor, or the PlayStation press conference. And like I had no idea it was a Call of Duty game until the credits came up.
Right.
So like I'm
lot of
willing,
people say that.
I'm willing to give it a shot. I mean, it looks totally different.
But again, like that's just a veil.
Veils work for me, I guess. I'm very easily suckered in, like with a good license or
Right.
a good, reconfiguring.
The reason why I was all in on Titanfall when the first one came out was because it was just Call of Duty. It was just the Call of Duty multiplayer, which is
Right.
the part that I like, with mechs thrown in it. And like mechs is enough of a different mechanic
Right.
for me, like that will change things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love that fast competitive gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't like how you play with CPU characters too. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be probably better playing with
Yeah.
CPU characters anyway, but so I'm excited that Titanfall 2 is on PlayStation, so
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Tevia just reminded me Dishonored 2 comes out soon. I might have to wait a
Ooh.
little bit. You never played Dishonored 1.
I never played Dishonored 1. I played Dishonored 2 at an event in the city.
Yeah.
And it felt a lot like BioShock Infinite
It's
to me because I didn't play the first one.
right. Dishonored 1 was so good. Like
Yeah.
I can't
A lot of
recommend that
people
game
saying
high enough.
Vicky was cursing and screaming. She was like, "This game sucks. I hate this game," because I sat down after her and beat it before her, the part, and she couldn't figure out how to do it. And then she's like blaming me for doing it wrong, for doing it in a dumb way. And I was like, I did it how I did it. Is Dishonored like a thing where you could finish the mission however you want? And
Is
there's,
it
like,
supposed to be?
multiple paths?
Yeah, it's a stealth game. So
Yeah. So
did you play it like a shooter?
absolutely.
Of course. There you go. No, Dishonored is a stealth game.
Well, no, not she can't do stealth.
no,
She just
yeah.
can't do stealth at all. She kept, it was bad. I honestly, I didn't know what was going on. I just kind of hit a bunch of stuff and like ran into a bunch of places until it just worked because there were puzzles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good, but again, it felt a lot like BioShock Infinite
Right.
to me. Which, yes, BioShock Infinite and Dishonored, you cannot play like shooters.
Right.
Tivia says Black Ops 3 was garbage. The single player was a disappointment. Yeah, the single player, I got disconnected from the single player. And that's when I turned the thing off. And
Oh, that
deleted it
would
from my hard
piss me
drive.
off completely.
I shared it and put it on Facebook. AJ says, "Beware of vertical slices." Will
I know. I should be. I'm still like burned by aliens, colonial marines.
that is one hell of a vertical slice.
Yeah.
Fred says, "I'm just getting COD for multiplayer to save my bacon." I would buy Modern Warfare Remastered if they sold it alone.
Yeah, me too. I don't want to pay an extra like $20. Just
That's
for that.
another reason why I'm not getting Infinite Warfare because I'm boycotting that whole situation.
I might just wait till that edition because like if you just wait like within 3 months, limited edition and like legendary edition, all this garbage, they drop in price dramatically.
I would love to
Like-
play Modern Warfare Remastered online multiplayer.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
Like you can go on Amazon right now and buy the legendary edition of like Halo 5 that comes with like all the statues and stuff for just $3 more than you can the actual game. And the actual game with this I think like $25.
The reason we have the infamous 2 collector's edition is because when I worked at GameStop, it was the same. It was on sale for the same exact price as the regular edition.
Yeah.
And some guy in a suit came in and he was like, "Hey, I want Infamous 2," and I was like, "Oh, we're actually sold out." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And he went to leave, and I was like, "Actually, wait, I forgot. The collector's edition is the same price as the regular edition." And he's like, "Yeah, but I don't want all that stuff." I was like, "Wait," and he like went to go walk out. I was like, "Wait,
Yeah.
I could just sell you the game." And he's like, "Okay, I'll take that." So I opened the box, took the game out. It's the exact same thing, the exact same packaging. The SKU just says, not for resale on it, even though I just sold it. I was like, "Are you sure you don't want all this stuff?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't need that." And I just sold him the game, and then I took all of the other stuff home, and that's how we have
I do
the
use
statue.
that backpack sometimes.
That's the best part is
Yeah.
that sling backpack that it comes with.
Yeah.
The statue ain't bad either.
Yeah.
Tevia says Infinite is one of my all-time favorite game. Oh,
BioShock.
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Call of Duty. I was like, how do you know that? Grayman says you can go stealth or shoot, but stealth is way better. I'm
In
guessing he's
Dishonored, yeah. Yeah, no, you can't shoot in Dishonored, but like, yeah, stealth is the way to go.
You got to use all of the mechanics that are given to you.
Yeah, you do get a lot of tools, a lot of powers and stuff.
That's another thing. Vicky wasn't using everything. She was like using the stuff that she had like there. No, she kept trying to do something. She kept using no, she kept trying to use a gun that didn't have any ammo in it, and I was like, why are you doing that?
Maybe she
I was
played
like, just
any.
change
Maybe she
weapons.
played another game other than Destiny.
That's
every
what I
once in a
said.
while.
I was like, it's because you only play Destiny. You think everything needs to work like Destiny works. Which, I mean, Destiny is an amazing game that works really well, but there are other games.
Yeah.
Not every game needs to be like that. Oh, wait, there was more about Titanfall.
Was there?
What the CEO said. And again, we're very, very excited about the quality in both titles. We believe they both have, this is Battlefield and Titanfall, they both have a long life cycle. Ha! Both this quarter through the festive season and deep into the years to come. And so as we think about the long game on this, we couldn't be in a better position for what we think is delivering great games to a very, very big player base. I don't think they understand that Titanfall 2 is going to dwindle out unless this DLC is killer, because the DLC is free.
Yeah.
They need to learn a lot from Rainbow Six, because Rainbow Six, I think Rainbow Six only has a big player base now because it's so unique.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Titanfall, the first Titanfall fizzled out really quick.
Yeah.
Like really quick. They should be focusing on not having that happen again. And I guess that's why the DLC is free.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Solid Robin says Activision bundling in Modern Warfare Remaster shows that they have no faith on a new Call of Duty to sell on its own.
I think that's part of it. I mean, I have no doubt that they're eventually going to release Modern Warfare Remastered on its own.
Well, here's the thing. I think that they just didn't want to release Modern Warfare Remastered on its own without another Call of Duty game, because if they sold both of them together at the same time, Remaster would sell more than Infinite Warfare.
Right.
And more people would be playing that multiplayer.
Than the new one.
So...
yeah, so they'll probably release it separately like a couple of months down the road.
Right.
For like $20, and that's when I'll jump in and get it.
Right.
Or if they'll just make the original backwards compatible, then I don't have to buy anything.
We've got nothing else, right?
I got like a couple of, I'll just plow through it.
Guys, leave your comments or questions. We'll get to them. Don't forget to use the hashtag WolfDenLive on Twitter, and we'll get to you there also.
Ecto Cooler is dead. High C is no longer making any more Ecto Cooler. Because you all didn't go out and see new Ghostbusters movies.
It's all
men rights activists.
Your fault.
What the hell is his name? Andrew Form, the producer on the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles movie, said that as of right now, they probably won't be making Ninja Turtles 3 because nobody went and saw Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows.
Which I heard was pretty good.
I heard it was better, not necessarily good. And I'll probably talk about this more on my Wednesday video, but I don't know how to pronounce his name. Rick Famuyiwa?
Good, great.
The director of the indie film Dope, who was scheduled to be the director of DC's upcoming Flash movie, has dropped out of the Flash movie. He's no longer making he's no longer going to be the director of Flash.
Oh.
And he is now the second director to leave production. First being Seth Graham-Green.
Do we know why?
Creative differences. He said, when I was approached by Warner Brothers in DC about the possibility of directing The Flash, I was excited about the opportunity to enter this amazing world of characters that I loved growing up and still do to this day. While it's disappointing that we couldn't come together creatively on the project, I remain grateful for the opportunity. I will continue to look for opportunities to tell stories that speak to a fresh generational, topical, and multicultural point of view. I wish Warner Brothers, DC, John Berg, Jeff Johns, and Ezra Miller all the best as they continue their journey into the Speed Force. All right, so it doesn't look like there's like any hard feelings and stuff. And he did start casting like a lot of people. Like he casted, I don't remember any of the actors they cast, but he did cast Iris West, and he did cast Barry's father. So he had me like, work was beginning on it. It just sucks that now they got to start again, basically.
Well, the creative differences could go either way.
Yeah.
It could be they want too much control because they want to make sure that they're all good,
Yeah.
or they want to do really stupid stuff.
Yeah.
So we just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen Dope, so I don't know. I can't speak to his, his repertoire. But like, he seems to be like into it. He seems to be like all gung ho about it.
Adam says Dope was a weird movie.
That wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, it just, they seem to be like riding the ship, and now all of a sudden there's this monkey wrench thrown in. Because Wonder Woman looks good. James Wan is like ready to do Aquaman. He's like all set for it. Ben Affleck apparently is going to start production on Batman next year, like in the middle of next year. So
I'm excited for that. That's like the only one I'm excited for. All right. If you are listening to this after it's live or watching it after it's live, you can leave a comment and we will get to it in the next Wolf Den Live. Just like a bunch of people did last week. Kimmy asks, are these guys twins? No. We are brothers.
I'm older.
He's 2 years older. Mohammed asked, how many subscribers do you guys need before you do this full time? I need more than 2 videos a week. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot more complicated than the amount of subscribers you have.
A lot more.
Yeah.
I guess that's all I can say. He also asked, Bob, this was 2 days later, he came back and commented again. Bob, do you give Will shit because your videos do better than his? No, but I do give him shit because his I don't like his set.
He doesn't like my set.
You need to change your set.
You can go do bad things to yourself.
Make him change his set. Everybody else oh wait. Hey guys, I never get to watch a stream. Have you guys ever played Rise of the Tomb Raider? You did.
Yes, that game
blazing.
is awesome.
And
play that game.
Developed by one of our friends.
Yes.
From the non-playable Canadians. I know it's been out for almost a year and I'm a fanboy, but I just picked it up last weekend. Oh, he's really enjoying it. Everybody else who commented about how the cartridges in the NS trailer look like they have bigger contact points and they're a little thicker.
Really, everybody?
Everybody, all of these. We the last weeks did pretty good.
Yeah.
All
you talk about them Nintendo Switch. No, except Kai Williams wants to know Green Lantern stuff to read.
How should I read Jeff Johns' Green Lantern
run? Start with Green Lantern Rebirth, and then everything he ever did in chronological order. Comixology is having a sale right now for all of his pre-Flashpoint stuff. So just go there, buy it all. It's excellent. Every single thing.
Anyway, about the contact points being thicker and bigger on the Switch, on the Switch cartridges.
I need to watch that again because I didn't notice that, but
it's not in the trailer. It's in pictures, like production.
Really?
Like I tried to find the press images because their press images are way different than anything that's in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find them. I can only find them on other websites. I can't. Right. There's no like press kit for the Switch.
Yeah.
But I addressed that in my last video because I did a bunch of comic responses. I say they could be mock-ups. We don't know. The frickin' DS had 2 separate cartridge slots for Game Boy Advance and DS. Yeah, there it is. They do look bigger.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the ones on the DS and 3DS are super small.
Yeah.
And that's it for last week.
We got a Twitter question. Well, I did. Gavin Roberts, what are some of the best Doctor Strange runs? Everybody says, I haven't read it yet, but everybody I know says to read Doctor Strange The Oath by Brian K. Vaughan and Marcos Martin. It's a short book. I think it was only 5 issues. It's collected. Start there. I did read a little bit of Jason Aaron's current run on Doctor Strange, and that was very good.
Fred, always tweeting,
Mm-hmm.
said, how are you guys doing tonight? Well.
Yeah, pretty good.
He also said, y'all know it's episode 44, right? Nope. I didn't know that. Oops. It's episode 44.
Tonight's episode 44.
This is 44.
Okay.
I screwed up. But thank you. It would have stayed like that.
Tevia asks, why can't someone from DC Rebirth take control of their movie department? That happened. Jeff Johns was in control of Rebirth, and now he's in control of the movie department. So
there you go.
There you go.
AJ says Rise of the Tomb Raider greater than Uncharted 4. I doubt that.
I haven't played Uncharted 4 yet, but a lot of people are saying that.
I'm halfway through Uncharted 4. It's good. Too much climbing, but it's good. I wish I would be able to beat it.
Common Boy likes my set. So,
what is there to like? There is no set. It's literally just your couch and like a window.
I keep it basic.
For the record, I put those comics there. I put those comics there above it.
Thank you.
That's like the only saving grace. And then these guys friggin' do you still have your diploma?
Yes.
Stupid diploma.
That for the most part I cover up.
So you know that he's
that I am
he's
educated.
qualified.
Yeah.
He's qualified to be talking about comic books, movies. Really,
Yeah. Same thing.
you should only put that up when you talk about movies. Who else? Somebody just said Dope was really good. The Feistiest Ninja. Dope was really good, apparently. Tevi says Uncharted 4 was awesome. Fred says, look for Tiffany on Comic Pop. She is Doctor Strange expert.
Atten likes my set.
Shut up, Atten. Whose side are you on? I guess that's it.
Tevi asks, do I think the newest Spider-Man animated series is going to be good or a complete train wreck? I don't know. It's going to be different from Ultimate Spider-Man, which should be nice.
What is it?
I think it's just called Marvel Spider-Man.
Cool.
It's going to be like, Marvel's been doing this thing with like their cartoons where like they'll sort of be continuations of the movie, but not really. Like, I think Avengers Assemble, they have a Guardians of the Galaxy cartoon.
What's the aesthetic like? Like, what does it look like?
Let me look.
Because the last one was like Kim Possibly Ultimate Spider-Man.
I wouldn't say that. This is it. And
Is there like...
That's it. That's all they've released.
He's got one hell of a pointy chin.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll see.
you can't really tell much about it because that's not a still from the... That's like a production photo. Like, that's not what he's gonna... It's not like a way he's gonna be moving in the actual thing. Alejandro says, Will says, okay, remember, less is more. I'm not saying he needs more stuff. It just needs to be better.
Snow Haze says that set is more empty than the Wii U library.
Damn. All right, we're leaving.
All right.
Thank you guys for hanging out. Don't forget this shirt. It'll be running throughout November. And then we're going to kill it. You'll never be able to get it again. Mm-hmm. It's a shirt that I'm wearing right now. You can get it in whatever the hell color you want. This is a test one, though. If we meet our goal, which I'm hoping, it'll be silk screen. So you hear that?
Yeah.
You won't hear that. And it'll be half toned, and it'll you probably won't notice the difference.
Yeah.
It'll be much
Somebody
nicer.
who knows their t-shirts.
Yes. Yeah. So please check that out. Also, all of our other t-shirts in our store are on sale right now. So if you want to get this and maybe one of our other ones, like for example, the Three Wolves Moon shirt that I forgot we had. The Gaming Master Race one, the console Gaming Master Race. That's one of my favorites.
That is a good one.
This one is only $14. So don't forget about that one.
Yep.
It's never going to load. It's just three game controllers.
You gonna update that when the Switch comes out?
Oh. Probably not. I'll probably just make a Switch shirt. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thanks for tuning in. As always, make sure you like and subscribe and comment and all that nonsense. And if you're listening to this in audio version on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play, subscribe to us there and make sure you rate us and review us there because it does help us with placement on those respective storefronts.
Yes. Don't forget to leave comments. Use the hashtag WolfdenLive. Check out all of our other content. If you want to hear more about the NX, I have a 17-minute long video where I talk about your questions and comments. Mm-hmm. And you talk about our future president.
Yep.
Luther. Thank you guys very much. Goodbye.
Bye.